Good afternoon. My two audience members today will be Mr. Chris Montague and Mr. Luther Hernandez. So how many times have you guys looked at your cable bill and fainted at the bottom line? I myself have done that several times. Seeing the cable bill when I came back from my meal, being over $150 within my budget, wasn't really realistic for me, and I realized at that time that I needed to make a transition. So I did. Now, you're probably wondering now, how can I lower this bill and save some greens, especially with the upcoming season of Christmas? Because as we all know, everybody wants to make sure they have presents for their family and kids. Which I have an alternative. The PS4, which is the current leader in gaming and user entertainment, affords you that ability. The PS4 is a superior gaming system because of its sleek design, higher video resolution, and offered for games, user interface, and TV and movie options. Now, with the PS4 sleek design, it weighs no more than 6 pounds. This includes the integrated power supply, preventing the need for a weighted cord and converter. No longer will you have to have that brick and power converter take up space and ruin your front room decor. The integrated power supply prevents unneeded clutter from the charging cord. This was done by making the system as energy efficient as possible by having to have less ports to supply power to. Ultimately saves money on your electricity bill. The PS4 also takes the place of DVD and Blu-ray players without additional technology needed. So you don't have to go to the store and buy additional options for just playing regular DVD movies or Blu-ray movies. Now at the same time, the size of the console does measure slightly bigger than a traditional Blu-ray and DVD player, but it continues to maintain the high level of quality expected for movies. Now, video game resolution is an at 1080p for the PS4 console itself, for those that are actual gamers. And for TVs and movies, it depends on what the provider is actually providing over your internet. So let's say Netflix says it will provide you with 1080p over your web browser. And myself, being in Okinawa, Japan, I get 1080p because I pay an additional couple of dollars to get it in 1080p. And my games will be 1080p because that's what they're made in naturally. But let's just say you're in a different country that does not offer you better high quality Wi-Fi or better Wi-Fi services. It can lower it down to 720, 900 depending on what your provider is offering at that time. Now, within the PS4, it contains an AMD 8-core Jaeger CPU. What this means is that it gives you enough power to do more tasks than the original predecessor, the PS3. Now, in gaming systems itself, they are measured in teraflops. Now, teraflops are a method used to measure the speed of a machine. Now, the PS4 GPU boasts a 1.84 teraflop GPU. Again, the GPU on a gaming console are used to process the more intense applications of a program, such as graphics rendering. So let's just say you're running a mile, and you have your first quarter mile, second, third, and fourth. So you're going to have your 4 laps, correct? So what it does is it takes that second and third lap, which are the hardest to continue on, and it takes those by itself and does it all. That would be the same concept as graphics rendering. And then the CPU would handle the first and second lap, which would be less strenuous because you've already done a majority of the work of working your mind over running. Now, the PS4 also, the better the GPU and the RAM working together, the better the graphics that are actually displayed on the screen itself. Now, the PS4 contains 8 gigabits of RAM, which helps for faster processing. But not all of this RAM is actually allocated for you to use. 3.5 of that is actually used for the operating system itself. Now, it does have access to an additional 1 gigabyte, which is also known as flexible memory, where you can use. The catch is it's only when it's actually available. Now, I understand it's hard with all these terms. With all this complexity, it helps that the user interface is actually easier for a person to use. The PS4 interface, for those who are not in need of a gaming console, allows for the user to browse internet websites as you would a normal computer on your big screen. Let's say you want to browse Netflix, or let me phrase that, you want to browse Facebook, you want to browse Yahoo, CNN. You can do it all just like you would your normal laptop, except on the big screen, so that you may sit on your couch, relax, be comfortable, kick your feet up, and have a hot chocolate, especially now since it's the winter season. Now, the PS4 does offer certain applications. Now, again, there are many of them. They range from Spotify, to Hulu, which shows newer TV shows and movies, Netflix, which shows more common and older movies, BBC for news, anime for those who are anime buffs, especially being in Okinawa. There are many anime buffs out here, so they love to actually see these shows. And sports packages. Now, the PS4 offers TV and movies and sports as a replacement to cable or satellite subscription. It is known as the PlayStation Vue. Now, there are 4 plans in this area of expertise itself. They are known as the Access, the Core, Elite, and Ultra. Again, each of these levels vary in the amount that is actually due because of the amount of channels that are offered for this program. When you're using your PS4, you can actually broadcast what you're viewing as well, whether it be games, videos, movies, etc., with the easy, simple push of a button on your controller for the share feature. Now, the PS4 also maintains the ability to upload pictures, such as personal pictures and personal videos, as you would a regular computer, so that you can view them for later time when you have the opportunity to. It also allows you to send messages between other PS4 users. Let's say you're across country and Facebook isn't available or something as such, but you're able to get on your PlayStation 4, you're able to communicate. It also allows you to branch out and meet other people you wouldn't normally meet because of this opportunity, which broadens your horizon for different ways that the world works. The PS4, again as stated earlier, is the superior system, the gaming system. The reason being, it's superior design, it's higher resolution, and it's easy to understand user interface. Now, when you're at home, you're watching TV, let's just say you want to relax, the PS4 is a great option when you're trying to save money overall. Again, with this holiday season coming up, it's a great feature. Thank you for your time.